What's up, guys? It's D-Dragoon here. We're doing a video about censorship in Genshin Impact. Now, this is someone else's video. I'm going to send a credit to them. This is Tiny Pie Man. Go like and subscribe to them. But I really want to show what they showed here because this needs to get more traction. So, we're going to talk a lot about censorship in Genshin Impact, but let's just let this video play first.
Due to China's regulation, MiHoYo forced to redesign the default outfit for some characters in CN server. Global server has no effect, and these 4 changes will be given to global players in the form of new skins. The complete changes will be released in the 2.5, but
this
now
is
the
so
CN
true.
server has been slightly changed.
It's not a slight change, it's very dramatic. Jean didn't get hit that hard, but when you see Mona and Rosaria, they ruined Mona. Absolutely ruined her. It's so bad. That is so... It looks terrible. I feel so bad for China right now. And Rosaria has no boobs anymore? She lost her leggings completely? I mean, dude, what the hell? What the actual hell? This is why I'm making this video. Okay, now, I have a few more points to make. I wanted to show that video because it just illustrates it a lot, and I'm going to leave it at this, which I think is very apt of how people are feeling. You know, we can't have unique characters and whatnot. Maybe you've listened to some of my videos, but in the past I've been really harping on them nerfing Shenhe's belly button. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid thing to do. And people are like, what are you complaining about? It's just a belly button. The reason I'm complaining is because it leads to this. This is why... This is censorship in everything. What I'm talking about now is beyond Genshin Impact. This is why I'm against all forms of censorship. Even things that are appalling or perverted or gross. Even though some of the things I'm going to show you that they changed, there might be a reason. And I can understand that. I am against those changes as well because of where it leads. So let's just look at this a little bit more close up. So imagine you pay for Mona and you get this Mona and you're in China, and now you're in China under an authoritarian communist government where there is no freedom, and this is what happens to your video game. This is what the Chinese government is doing. This is like how this is their leadership, this is their priorities. Women are they're not wearing enough clothes in video games. What? What? Do they know what's on the internet? Do you know how much more there's so much porn? There's women dressed up as Mona, naked, having sex. I mean, there's so much content on the internet you can find that is explicit. And it was already designed one way. Okay, it'd be one thing if they designed it a certain way at first. That's not how it was designed. Jean, it's sad that they did that to Jean, but I have less of a problem with her. Original Mona, much better. But this is why the belly button thing really pisses me off. Now, we're going to go over all the censorship I know about, and I'm sure there's more. Let's come over here. I think we all remember this one. Patch 1.2, Rosaria's revealed. Everyone's getting hyped. Whoa, who's this girl? She's all evil looking and huge. Absolutely huge hype for this character, as you can see why. You know what I mean? Like, just gigantic hype. Just like you want to stick your face in it and hype. You know what I mean? But then when it came out, it was like the hype was tiny. The hype didn't live up to the expectations. It was small. And it was just a remnant of what it once was. Okay, hopefully you could read between the lines what I'm saying there. No one was happy about this change, but at least they kept her fishnets. At least they kept her butt line, you know. And let's just take a look at that really fast in the actual game. You can see I will be the pervert for everyone else, so they don't have to. But yeah, you know what I mean. Look, I'm very happy with this design. Very sexy. And not that censored. And I don't even think the boobs is a big deal. I'm against it, though, because of where it leads. So she should have had bigger boobs, unless there was a reason outside, like maybe like the gaming model is just smaller. I get that. I'm okay with that. Like Arataki Ito, maybe he should have had bigger arms, but it's just a model. So like the censorship doesn't feel as strong. This next one, though, is the most pervy of them all. But this one's more complicated. And we've all played Japanese games where you're playing and you realize, wait, I can just look up this girl's skirt and see her panties. There's so many games I played like this. My first experience with this was a Lunar, the Silver Star Story Complete. Yeah, it's a 2D pixelated game, but the art showed like the panties, and I was like, as like a Westerner, it's very like Protestant and prude and stuff. It really threw me off. But I started to understand it was a cultural thing from Japan. I get it might be hentai. I get it might be perverted. I get I'm a pervert. I accept that. I'm a hentai pervert. Totally. But this is how Ayaka's panties used to be in the game. And this is what they changed them to. Now, again, I don't really mind it personally, but it's where it leads. The reason I want this back, you could nerf her butt a little bit, whatever, but it's because she is like the crown jewel of the Japanese Inazuma arc. And for them to remove... this is an exaggeration, right? Like, this is like, obviously, like, it's bad, but it's not that bad. And they're kind of showing Honkai Impact. Look how much, like, Honkai Impact has all these panties going on everywhere. But Genshin doesn't, because of the different ratings. Also, I didn't realize Fischl got nerfed. This is one that was new to me. And I'm like, dude, Fischl would have been... Like, dude, maybe people would actually be playing Fischl a lot more if she had this outfit on. I get it. Maybe it's not a big deal to you. But then comes to the latest atrocity. It's this sexy-ass belly button that Shenna had. Okay? And then this is it now. Now, worst part about this one is there are so many belly buttons in the game. I want to show you. Baizu. Belly button just showing, bro. Bennett. Belly button just showing. Go pull up your Bennett right now. You can see his belly button right now. How sexy is Bennett because of that? We can't have that on Shenhe? This is so dumb. Male Traveler has a belly button too. It's a little bit hard to see. It's there. Go look. It is absolutely nuts. And now, because of all the belly buttons getting nerfed, most recently, Ayaka's panties getting nerfed in the beta, and Fischl's leotard getting covered up with shorts, and Rosaria's boobs getting shrank. And now, what do we have? This is what we're going to end up with. This is where we're going. If this is where you want Genshin Impact to take you, don't say anything. You know, you can complain about me all day. I don't care. I don't even think the censorship changes they made are really that bad, right? Like, if you look at the belly button, all the ones I complained about, Ayaka's panties, Fischl's leotard, that's probably the saddest one for me. And Rosaria's boobs, not that bad, but look where it leads. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so terrible. It's so freaking terrible, dude. That is just, ugh. I can't even. And I just want to end it with this picture over here. I think this just says it all. This just says it all right here. You know what I mean? Like, geez, what a... People paid money for this. They got 1,200 Primo Gems. Anyway, I think it's an important issue. I'm just a small YouTuber. I have like 10 subscribers. I'd like to have 1,000 one day, so if you like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. But if you don't, I understand. At least, though, go talk about this to other content creators. Please, like, get this out. This is stupid. It's just going to lead to more of this and poorly designed characters in the future, because now the characters can't be as sexy. But it's also strange, because apparently Cien got this character. How is this different than Mona? You can kind of see, like, right here, they made it blend in, which is, you know, annoying me a little bit. Because, like, if you look at, like, Mona, it's a little bit more pronounced. There's, like, some angles here, right? It's very sexy. And if you look at Shenhe, they're kind of like hidden. They're almost there, but it's a little bit hidden. But look, and then I didn't even get a single Yunjin after summoning like 100 times. So I don't know. More than all the bad game mechanics, more than everything, this is making me less interested in the game. A game I played for over a year and spent more money on than any other game I've ever played. And I'm like, ew. Ew. Maybe I just need to play Japanese games. Because they would never do this. This is so bad. So please speak up for China. Please speak out against this. This is terrible. If they want to censor American movies, if they want to censor their entire population from being able to use the internet to come view our videos or interact with us, that sucks, but gosh, dude, you're talking about an individual single-player person's experience. I mean, how much control does China need over its people? This is crazy. You can't play a video game where there's a girl's wearing a... You know what people could do? They could literally get a VPN and go watch all sorts of porn, hentai, perverted images, but they can't play their game with it? Oh man, it gives me a headache. I don't even want to think about it, and I'm really glad I don't live in China right now. That sucks. But there's a lot of people who do. In fact, the majority of the players live in China. That's why this is an issue. So if we can find a way to break through to them, even if we don't change anything, just to let them know we think, you know what, this is wrong. Censorship's wrong, and they paid money for this game. That's so messed up. Some of them, think about how much love there is for this game. People love this game and they love these characters, and they just come and they do this. It is just atrocious. And this is why the other complaints where you might be like, it's reasonable. Ayaka doesn't need those panties, bro. Ayaka doesn't need those panties because you know why? Because that's too perverted, right? Like, these are fine enough. And I agree, these are fine. But this is where it leads. Okay? This is where it leads. You see? You see where it leads? Ayaka's panties are just the beginning. Rosaria's boobs are just the beginning. Now women characters can't have belly buttons. Bennett can, apparently. It's fine for guys. Baizu just has his shirt wide open. No one wants to see that. Cover your fucking shirt up, Baizu. No one wants to see naked guys. I mean, look, maybe some of the girls do, so whatever. I don't care. Leave his belly button. But if you're gonna leave his, then leave Shenhe's. Or cover them all. Like, what the hell? Like, have a belly button standards. Come on, bro. And so people get, like, weirded out. They're like, this is such a weird topic. But to be honest, it's because of where it leads. To just, we can't have anything nice. We can't have anything fun. And please say something. Talk about this. Be outraged. Talk about it in your surveys to Genshin Impact. Stop buying Primo Gems. I don't think I'm going to spend any more money on the game after this. They need to do something. Mainly for CN. I just don't want to support this. And I get the CN community is under, you know, I get it. You know, China has a very strict government. Like, and it's not cool. And I don't like my government either. I think my government is just partners with China. I think America just is complicit and enables the Chinese government to do the things that are bad. And I think the American government does a lot of bad things too. But I don't care about those governments. I care about the people in America and the people in China. It's different. We are not our governments. We are not our countries. I'm not America. I'm just an individual. Think about the guy in China or the girl in China who plays Genshin Impact and they love Jean or they love Mona. Maybe they spent a lot of money and a lot of time and now it's just changed. So I want to tell those people that I understand that that's unfair. I don't support it. And I really hope that we can do something to change it for you because I think that's stupid. And 1,200 Primo Gems is not enough. At least give China like... I think 16,000 Primo Gems would not be enough. If this happened in America to the game, I will tell you right now, I would demand my bank refund every dime I ever spent on the game. I would absolutely demand it. And if I couldn't get that, I would just be pissed. And I would try and get whatever I could back. I would absolutely not want to support the game. And I don't want Chinese influence coming overseas with all their economic power and doing this kind of thing. You know, you don't get to be a world leader and do this. This is your priorities. We are going to get political for a second because China's making games political. So I'm going to get political. China is literally right next to North Korea. They have enough influence to spread so much influence globally to all forms of the world. And you're next to North Korea where there are atrocities happening. There's human rights abuses abound. And you do nothing to help North Koreans. In fact, the North Korean woman Yeonmi Park that I've heard about was sold into slavery in China. So where's the government regulation to protect the human rights of North Koreans? Their priority? Video game characters have belly buttons and panties. That's the Chinese government's priority. Think about that for a bit. Do your own research. Think for yourself. This is messed up. You know, they're probably going to ban my account anyway. Well, honestly, I probably shouldn't even be supporting this kind of thing at all. It's a really serious issue. And you make fun of me. I get it. But the implications are bigger. And it's serious to me. You can think differently. I respect your rights to think I'm a complete moron and that this is so stupid and what a waste of a video. I disagree with you. But I respect you for having it. Because guess what? You're you, and you can care about what you want. But I just get scared of what censorship leads to. It does not lead anywhere good. It doesn't lead to a world I want to live in. So, I hope that something happens. I hope that people talk about this, or they get at their... I hope, you know, some of these other YouTubers, they're just too thin-skinned. They just are too comfortable. They want to make their monetization, so they just want to put on, you know, their Genshin Impact and say, okay, look, guys, there's a new patch. Everything's great. Go MiHoYo. And they get their little marketing check for making their YouTube channel. I can't be that guy, dude. Not only does no one watch me and I have no subscribers and I'm not monetized, even if I was, I have too many views that are important. And guess what? My views can be wrong. Everything I said here today, I reserve the right to change my mind. I reserve the right to gain new information and insights and look at things from a different perspective. And you should all do that too. But I also think that from where I'm standing now, from what I see now, this is bad. And CN has no recourse. So if you have some ideas of how we can reach out to the CN community, maybe if you speak Chinese or your family that's Chinese and you know of a way that, without getting anyone in trouble, we don't want to like put anyone in danger, that we can help send our love to them and say, hey, you know what? This is wrong. They shouldn't have done that. And that's not okay. And the Genshin Impact community is not okay with it. Instead, you have all these sycophants like, oh, it's not a big deal. Yeah, you know, it's not a big deal to you because your country's free and you get to keep the characters the way they are. And I get the other censorship changes I made aren't that big of a deal. They're not that serious. Let's be honest. The Shenhe belly button thing, it's not that big of a deal, right? Like, if you look at Shenhe, she looks sexy as hell still. And yeah, like, this isn't as pronounced as Mona's, but she's still awesome. But, dude, these are real people, and they're the majority of the player base, and now their Mona looks like this. My God. That is absolutely terrible. I just want to show you my gameplay experience versus CN. It's like when my Mona flies, I get this view. Wow. Beautiful. Love Mona. Awesome. And when they play the game from now on, this is what they get. Not cool. Not cool. I was probably going to spend a lot more on this game, but until something is done about this, I mean, I have 180 days of the Welkin pass, and I have the battle pass, but I don't know, man. Obviously, I love the game, and I want to spend money on it, but I just don't know how else to protest it, because they don't listen to anyone. So please comment, find some ways. If there's a way anyone knows that we can do collaborations or reach out to the CN community and tell them this is messed up, I think we should. And I think other YouTubers, if you ever watch other content creators and you manage to make it this long into the video, use your channel for something good. This is lame. And maybe like Imtashed and Tectone and Smack Daddy King and, you know, all these other, you know, Enviosity, Sekapoko, you know, all these guys, Ziox. Maybe these guys could, you know, maybe you would lose your monetization for a video or get a strike. But you could say something. You could do something. You could make a difference. But everyone just worries about themselves. We have to live in a world where we care about each other. And it's not, you know, CN players are not just not real. They're there. They're just like you and me. They're in front of their computer. They have their jobs. They have their ups and downs. They have their health issues. And they want to escape from that in the game. And this happens. And they have no control over it. That's horrible. I don't want to live in that world. Do you want to live in that world? Is that the world you want to live in? You spend $1,500, $1,600 in a video game, and they just come and change what you bought? Here's 1,200 Primo Gems, and we're sorry. You're sorry? What? I don't envy MiHoYo. I'm sure the Chinese government is absolutely terrifying to work with. They probably have absolutely no choice. And I'm not saying we come after MiHoYo. I'm just saying we have to do something to like show the Chinese government that that's messed up. And to show the Chinese people that outside of the world, we do care. And there's so much love and power there. If every Genshin player reached out to China and let them know, hey, that's messed up. And we might agree about some things, we might disagree about some things, we might have different cultures and different views, but we're all human. And we all love this game, and that's enough. I'm not going to judge anyone there for like what they think or what they say. And yeah, you know, it's sad. So anyway, I hope this video gets some views. I hope some people that are smarter and more capable than me get to the end of it, and I hope you can find a way to stop this. But I'm going to go for now.